support.
The fifth mayoral election is fast approaching, but it'll be the first without Ken Livingstone and Boris Johnson. Is this an opportunity for the smaller parties?
Well, these minor parties offer a wider choice in what's an increasingly fragmented democracy in Britain. Go back to the 1950s, we'd have had the Conservative Party, the Labour Party, and possibly a Liberal, as they were then called. Now, big fragmentation, and of course, particularly in the London Assembly election, the opportunity, because of proportional representation, for smaller parties to get elected in a way that would not have been true in the past.
Across the world, candidates and parties outside the mainstream seem to be doing quite well. And of course, London's first mayor, Ken Livingstone, won as an independent candidate in 2000. So what impact might the smaller parties have this year? The political battle for women's equality is an historic one, but the Women's Equality Party was founded only last year. This is the first election they're contending.
We were formed out of a deep sense of frustration at the last general election that women in this country were being treated as a special interest group rather than half of the population. If you're a woman living in London, you are statistically more likely, when set against the rest of the UK, to be out of a job, to be living in poverty, and to be in danger on the streets and on the public transport systems. And I think that's a number one priority for anyone who is serious about running as mayor.
And from the newcomer to the political veteran, Winston McKenzie ran for mayor as an independent in 2008 and has been a member of 7 parties in his career. He's now the mayoral candidate for the English Democrats, which describes itself as England's answer to the Scottish National Party.
The experience that I've gained from joining different political parties, except Labour, is phenomenal. I've gained amazing experience. I'm a people man. I operate for the people. I go by what the people want, and the people shall be set free. The English Democrats now stand a great chance of resurrecting themselves through Winston McKenzie, the champ, the man who's got his faculties together, the community man.
In London, the BNP has had some success, becoming the second party in Barking and Dagenham in 2006, and this man, Richard Barnbrook, winning a seat on the London Assembly 2 years later. But in 2014, the party's leader, Nick Griffin, resigned, and the Electoral Commission deregistered the party after it failed to pay registration fees. It was re-registered in February. The party's candidate for mayor is David Furness.
Number one priority is to get our message across, but above all, we want to have a halt on immigration, a moratorium on immigration, because immigration underpins a lot of the problems that London have been having. Severe shortage of housing, congestion, pollution, the NHS and the school places. But the other candidates don't acknowledge this, but we do.
So, will these parties on their own have any impact on the mayoral race? And will their aggregated support have any effect on the final outcomes of the election? The final list of candidates standing in the mayoral and GLA elections will be announced on 1st of April.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.